Hi Libra, welcome into your mid-October 2024 money and career tarot reading. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. I want to jump right into your reading and see what we get from this money and career oracle deck, the small one that I made a while back, for Libra to begin for money and career mid-October. Thank you, Spirit. For Libra, we have millionaire in the making. I saw that. And super success. This is going to be a powerful period for you in the remainder of October where Spirit is saying, if you forgot this, if maybe you just need another confirmation, you will be, gaining that, in regards to the fact that you are meant to be a millionaire. I wouldn't be surprised if people feel the need to mention this to you, or maybe one person specifically at a certain point, but you're going to be super successful. There's a feeling of you having that hunger quite alive and even increasing at certain points to save money, to make more money, for somebody win money. I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to be seeing such a significant increase, regardless of how consistent it is when it comes to the growth of a business for a lot, for my entrepreneur Libras drawn to the reading, maybe even in regards to growth and increased numbers going up for your day-to-day job. There's more than expected at certain points. Sure, at certain points there's less than expected or minimal or nothing as expected. I don't mean to be judgy, but it reminds me of me being a server on the weekends at night, and certain people just are known and have, come in previously and not tipped. And so that just is kind of how it's coming through. It doesn't have to be that obviously for you. Let's pull a couple more. The success is setting you up for a lot more moving forward. It feels like things are going to take off for you sooner than you realize. It may not feel like the time for that specifically, but it feels like there is specific, very significant success and accomplishments, growth once again. Let's just say prosperity and abundance to support your future, your bright millionaire, rich, wealthy future. If I had $1 for every reading that confirms that my Libran collective is meant to be rich and wealthy in the future, I probably wouldn't need to be working my serving job. Anyways, step into the spotlight and succeed like the star that you truly are. It feels like you're going to be getting to know yourself better through certain levels of effort and accomplishing that just feels intuitively and spiritually guided all the meanwhile. You're going to feel well-spoken. You're going to feel like a chatterbox at certain points and ultra silent at others. Both of which, right, at different points on point. When you feel you're crossing the thin line and going to overshare something that you shouldn't, or you're just overdoing it, notice the signs around you, how someone's reacting, absorbing, maybe disconnecting from you. Just bite your tongue, realign your focus, find anything else to be doing for that matter. There's a sense of you being busy in the remainder of the month, regardless of what you have and or don't have on your plate, on your shoulders. There's a situation that you have for a lot drawn to the reading where you're expected to be staying busy pretty much all the time or all the time in general, while you're on the clock, or, you know what I mean? Feels very job related, oriented. And they're saying you're doing very good at that, but there's a balance about how you pace yourself. And that's leaving you not feeling burnt out. It's leaving you feeling a lack of depletion, okay? But I do feel as if you're going to be, it's a time where you're having your eye on the prize, if not a couple of different significant prizes for you individually. And this is making a difference. It's this motivated, I have got it going on, I can do this kind of energy about you, where that leaves you being perceived at, digested as, sorry, they're making my eye a bit foggy, by others, perceived, looked at, digested by others, even by yourself, as unstoppable, okay? Unstoppable. More than expected. We mentioned that. I love that. And look at the smiley face. There's going to be a happiness about you, even if you haven't been happy at work, running your business, at home in general, right? Or at certain points, you're going to be happy. It's this feeling of, as I laid out the cards here, the 6 of which, in an upside down pyramid, they're saying you're building things up, okay? Things are, again, growing. for some of which you're building an empire of such importance. You may be able to pass it down to later generations, right? And this is important to you. It's important to when it comes to your destiny. But you're being noticed, my friend. People are watching you. People are liking what you're bringing to the table, what you are accomplishing, creating, and developing. There's a sign coming through. Oh, they just showed me a star. Okay, wow, that was such a fail. They're showing me a star. There's a sense as that just happened purposely. When you mess up very clearly, right? When you make a mistake, you slip up when speaking or accomplishing or whatever the case may be. You notice how I laughed it off, right? And I just literally redid it quite quickly. And it even benefited the moment. It benefited the energy of this video, the connecting of us, our energies. And I feel it in the message, right? And so I feel as if there's stuff like that taking place. You know, you're handling things like a champ, you're laughing things off, you're enjoying yourself a bit, if not fully more, right? I know that wasn't the greatest wording, but that's even gaining you quality attention, some of which are being discovered. And you are gaining, pairing these two together again, public recognition, some of which this is very significantly online, and that is where you're meant to be. Now, if you don't want fame, so be it, right? You're not going to create that for yourself. You may even prevent it. But there's a lot of which runs to the reading, like myself, who do desire that fame and fortune, and you will receive a good chunk of which, an increase of which in the remainder of October, and more to come. To move on, that was a lot, nearly 7 minutes of just those oracles for Libra, the remainder of October. Bright and happy, bright and happy, bright and successful. These are the messages coming through. Know yourself and help others along the way. Get to know yourself better as you change and grow continuously and help people along the way. There's an ease about how you intuitively trust yourself and help others trust their path more so, or trust themselves in the midst of an accomplishment that they may have been struggling with. You're going to be, and they love to connect these messages in a personal way back to my serving job. You're going to be finding at certain points, there's a nice balance about how you and maybe your coworkers, maybe customers, clientele, even for a business, help each other, right? Often when I'm serving, right? We're all very honest in regards to me and my coworkers in regards to not really management, but we're honest, in regards to the fact that we don't know everything, and sometimes our memory just doesn't really click. It doesn't assist us, right? We're all getting older and whatnot, but I'll ask a question and my coworker will help me, right? Or I'll ask for assistance, they'll help me. And what goes around comes around, because then when they need me, whether it's the next shift next week or even later on or soon after that assisting moment, it will basically, it will be reversed, right? Sorry, I got a little bit lost there. What else do we have for Libra? For Libra, the Fool card coming out, as well as the Four of Pentacles. There's going to be a focus on your savings, right? As small as that might be for some, you got to start somewhere. But it's this feeling of you maybe overspending recently or for a while now. And this is not as much within your energy field, your energy, your desire at this time. It's as if you have something you really want to invest in the future, maybe more than one thing. You really are sick of living paycheck to paycheck, or having to, worry about whether you're going to have enough money for this and that you know you need to spend money on, or of importance otherwise. And so it's this feeling of you wanting to really buckle down and make progress with your savings. Again, you have to start somewhere. And every bit adds up. And I've said this in your money and career readings before. Know yourself best. Know your past selectively best. How do you save to the best of your ability, right? I know for me, it's in cash, because I have a lot of reoccurring withdrawals coming through, commitments, subscriptions, if you will. I also just do online shopping and blindly swipe or tap my card. You know what I'm saying? And so cash in bigger bills typically is my best strategy. They're saying just utilize it, okay? Use it to your advantage. There's a fool-like energy about you, and I mean that positively. Talking about how you're just floating, but very busy and accomplishing throughout the remainder of October. There's a sense of you wanting to begin again down the line, and they're saying, I feel for the majority, there's a lot of time, even maybe a year or two between now and the sparking of that beginning again. And you're going to be very diligent from now until that point, or at least for the most part, in regards to preparing for that, right? Being honest with yourself. Do I need to buy that? Do I actually want that? Do I just want to spend the money? Is there another way I can fulfill myself or just feel better in the moment, right? Do I want to learn from my past, or do I want to keep making the same choices and expect a different result? Just being real with you, my friend. Look at this. You're going to as well be viewed at, watched as a very Queen of Wands energy, passionate to say the very least, on point. You may be predictive in nature. You may be very much utilizing your spiritual connection and or your intuition when it comes to something that you're putting effort towards. There's a mystery about you all the meanwhile. There are emotions floating around in your energy field. Cleanse your energy, okay? You're going to be feeling like there's symbols in the remainder of the month that connect to typically speak upon spooky season, Halloween, as being drawn to a bat. Maybe look up the spiritual meaning of which, but as well look up the spiritual meaning of a pumpkin. And you're going to be feeling like Spirit saying, we're going to have fun in regards to communicating with you about your money and career and your life path as a whole by, connecting it to Halloween, right? To make it more enjoyable for us and you. Now, look at this. You're naturally going to be feeling burnt out, right? After you gain new money, after you accomplish. So what do you know works best for you to replenish? Make sure you're cutting out significant time within this busy time period for you to rest, to do nothing, to feel better, to renew, regain your strength. And I just feel like as well, you're glowing in the remainder of this time, even when you're feeling like this. And it just feels like it's making a difference on different levels, okay? But there's also a slow and steady wins the race kind of energy about you. You may feel like, or even be actually speaking quite quickly or accomplishing quickly, but you're not, right? Or you're just kind of taking your time all the meanwhile. Does that make sense? Definitely feels very applicable for me. But I really sense that you are going to need to decline an opportunity, a small one, even if that's, say, an opportunity to have a conversation with somebody at work or online or at home. There needs to be a remembering of who doesn't have your back and who is not for you energetically, all right? When you feel ultra grounded, I really feel like there's factors like spirituality, spirits of importance, and randomly your intuition being proven right. Mother Nature may be at work. You're just feeling peaceful in the moment. That's definitely benefiting you feeling grounded, and in that moment we may push you to focus on your finances slightly in a simplistic manner, because I feel when you're in this grounded, peaceful energy, you're more methodical, you trust your intuition more so, and you may come up with and even potentially remember something of importance, all right? And it may push you to take a realistic look at what's at hand, all right? Let's wrap up this amazing, powerful reading by saying, once again, you're being pushed into the spotlight, my friend, as you're meant to be super successful now and more so moving forward. As they're saying, you're a millionaire in the making. No question about that. There's more than expected as you're being noticed, and for a lot being publicly recognized, right, and discovered all the meanwhile. This is going to be a very successful time for you, all right? So this is really helpful. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Everything is down below. Just shoot me a quick email. I'm more than happy to get that started for you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Until next time, Libra.